When you have an immortal guy and there's a gun pointed at him, you're like, all right, just get shot, right? It doesn't. So the thing we have to think about every week is, where does that tension come from? And so one of those places that we get tension is, what if Joe were to see? What if a camera were to see? And then, so him dying in front of somebody is a big problem for him and a good conflict for the show. So in that second episode, what they would see, which we never want to see, because, I talk about in the writer's room, like, small bullseyes and big bullseyes, and watching Henry disappear on camera is a very small bullseye to, like, kind of get right. So, but the idea, that's why we do the bit where we go into his eye and we do our sort of death spiral, and then he comes up naked in the water, but the body itself disappears, and everything on his person disappears. So, like, the pocket watch, like in the pilot, it falls out of his pocket into the subway. That's why it doesn't sort of disappear with him. But like in the pilot, he lands on that taxi cab, so the taxi cab will have like an indentation of where somebody landed on. It doesn't like rebuild itself. But there was another guy that fell off the building with him, so presumably, he could have landed on the taxi and rolled off. If someone wanted to really examine it, they would realize something's weird here. And they may come to do that, in later episodes.
So you're suggesting that somebody throughout the season, or somebody maybe towards the end of the season, will actually figure it out, put two and two together about the secret?
I didn't say that, but I think people will start, yes, by the end of season 1, in a 22 episode order, someone will get kind of close to figuring out what's going on here. Yeah. But we have our big episode is going to be episode 11, which will be our last episode before Christmas, which we will introduce the anonymous caller, and a couple of big game-changing moments will appear in that episode.